Alright, so where we last left off on what if Deku dated Rei Todoroki, it was when Deku was getting ready to explain everything to Toya as to how he knows his mom. So Deku explains everything to Toya about how he knows his mom. As Toya was like, so whose fault was it then? As Deku's like, well, mostly my fault for neglecting your mother, and I should have been there for her. Even though I was trying to, well, you see, I don't want to tell you, you're too young for this. As Toya's like, okay. So throughout that night, him and Toya have been talking, and yeah, okay. Times, well. Now it's the next day, so Rei just gave birth to Shoto Todoroki, I guess. Okay. So, as to what happens is, well, you know how whatever happened as a canon happens as in canon for Todoroki and Rei. I'm not going to change any of that, except for, well, Endeavor is a lot more harsher when it comes to training. A lot more harsher. So Deku and Dabi, because he changed his name to Dabi. That's why the fuck not. So Deku and Dabi was doing their own thing. As to, so, well, nothing really happens. Let's just say that Deku and Dabi just do normal things. Deku just take him to a private school so that way he won't have to be recognized. Dabi dyed his hair completely black till he won't be recognized. And yeah, that what happened. Goes to a private school, makes friends with friends. That's all. And yeah, Deku still does his hero work. He fights villains, take them down, take them to jail, get paid. Yeah. Let's cut to Shoto. I'm gonna say Shoto is now 5 years old, and Dabi will be 10 years older. Deku will be 30 years old. Rei will be 29 years old. I don't like making Deku old. Let's just say, for the sake of plot, Deku's 28 and Rei's 27, because I don't want them to get old yet. So now let's start with Rei. As this argument happened between her and Endeavor. As Endeavor is yelling at Rei for babying Shoto a lot and not letting him train him more harshly, you're not siding with him on training wise. As Rei's telling Endeavor that you can't be training Todoroki, Shoto like that. It's gonna break his spirit. He's not gonna be able to want to be a hero no more. And worse than that, he's not gonna want to use his fire side. As Endeavor's like, oh, that boy's gonna use his fire side regardless. He can't get rid of me. I am him. He is me after all. That is my quirk. Right? Shoto's crying because he doesn't like the training that his father gives him. He's slowly but surely not going to want to miss his fire side. Now, Rei, being the girl she is, she tells him, I'm sorry. She tells Endeavor that if he keeps on training, Todoroki, and keep on training Shoto this much harshly, I'm taking him and I'm leaving. As Endeavor's like, where are you gonna go? You're broke without me. You're nobody without me. You're not safe without me. As she's like, I have a quirk, a powerful quirk too, As Endeavor's like, yeah, whatever. What are you gonna go do? Go back to that loser? Huh? Izuku, was it? As she's like, no, I'm not. As Shoto's like, who's Izuku, mom? And he's crying. She's like, don't worry about it. So Endeavor's like, so you're gonna stay here regardless. Do I make myself clear before I slap the shit out of you? I'm gonna say Endeavor's a little more abusive. Physically. Mentally, he already almost mentally abused her. Verbally, oh yes, yes, yes. I'm making Endeavor an asshole. A super asshole. All he wants is power. So, he's like, do I make myself clear? Or do I have to beat in you? So he's like, you made yourself clear. As his training began, as he's like, good. Shoto, get your ass over here now. As Shoto's like, I don't want to go. I'm tired. As he grabs Shoto by his arm and said, boy, do you not hear me? You are my creation. You do what I tell you do. Now get your ass to that training ground now. As he tosses him there, pushes him there, as he goes walking. As Ray's like, that's not... And you shouldn't be as he's like, do you want to test me, bitch? Because I'll fucking burn you up. I'll burn you. Test me. See what's going to happen. As Ray's like, quiet down. She can't really beat him. So, Shoto's training continues harshly. As of one day, Rei had enough. She and Endeavor are arguing. And Endeavor's like, what? You're not taking my son. My perfect creation against All Might. She's like, your creation? He's just a child. He's our child, Angie. You should treat him like a father should. Not like a creature or a weapon that you created. As Endeavor's like, he is a weapon that I created. The perfect weapon. Now shut the fuck up or I beat your ass. As you're like, I'm not scared of you no more. And she had the boiling water ready. So, and she's like, you stupid bitch. As he fucking slaps the shit out of her, she goes back, hit her back as, and Shoto's like, you, mommy, and mom. And he goes around to her and says, Endeavor stops and like, just stop. You better stop, boy. Or I'll beat you too. As he stops, because he's scared right now. As, yeah. Ray's like, Endeavor, Angie, that's enough. You shouldn't be as, he's like, what the fuck? You still want to talk? You are my you're my weapons creation. If I want a stronger baby, you'll give me a stronger baby. A stronger weapon. Do I make myself clear? You're nothing but a fucking laboratory to me. I do my experience with you. Now shut up and let's make another one. I have enough. He's like, you're back talking to me? She's like, I have enough, Inji. I'm leaving you and I'm taking Shoto with me. He's like, you're not taking him away from me. I'll kill you before I let that happen. She grabs the pot that's boiling hot water. And she's like, yeah, well take this. She pours the hot water on Endeavor. Endeavor screams in agony as she whacks him aside the head with the pan. As she grabs Shoto, she's like, come on, baby, let's go. So she runs to the house with Shoto in her arms. Shoto is like, where are we going? She's like, okay, we're going somewhere safe, okay? Just hang on tight. As she's running down the street. Now you may be wondering where's the other two at. The other two got an apartment together. Yeah, they say fuck it, we leave him. So yeah. And that happens. So as she runs to Izuku's house, because that's the closest house to her, and that's the safest place for now. So she has no choice. She runs into Izuku's house as she bangs on the door, asking for help. Asking for Izuku to come here. As a door opens, and she sees a boy with black hair, little scars on him. He's like, hello, who are you? She's like, I'm here to see Izuku. Is he home? She's like, mm-hmm. Izuku, come here. He's not. Well, yeah. And Izuku's like, what is it, Dobby? Who's at the door? As he's like, what do you want, Ray? As she's like, can we please come inside, please? As she said it with a worried tone. As Dick is like, fine, you can come in. As she comes in, as Dobby shuts the door and locks it. As she's like, Choto's like, crying. As he's like, are you gonna shut him up? As she's like, quiet, Shoto. As Shoto's like, but I'm scared. As he's like, oh, it's trembling. As Dick is giving me the boy. As Ray's like, what are you gonna do? As she's like, just give him here. I'm not gonna hurt your precious baby. As she gives him the Izuku. As Shoto starts calming down because Deku starts cooling him, nice cold, little coldness. As he creates, Shoto a little ice toy or whatever. It's not gonna melt, so yeah. As he gives it to Shoto, as he puts him down, he's like, go watch TV. Hey, Dobby, put on TV. As Dobby's like, yes, sir. So he goes to watch TV with Shoto as Shoto's playing with his ice little toy. Because Shoto's still a kid. And he's adorable. So, Ray's crying as he's like, what is it, Ray? Why are you crying? As she's like, Endeavor, he pushed me to the limits, Izuku. As Dick is like, of course he did. And she's like, he pushed Shoto too much. He forces him to train when he doesn't want to. He overdoes the training, and he just does a little too much. As Dick was like, oh yeah, what do you want me to do about it? And she's like, don't you care about me? As he was like, well, I stopped caring about you once you left me. Well, once you cheated on me, that's when I stopped caring. And she's like, do you really mean it, Izuku? And she's like, of course, Ray. I really do mean it. I learned something that day. That I shouldn't fall in love with nobody. Ever. I shout my heart out to you, Ray. You can't reach me. I don't love you. I'll help you get on your feet, but don't count on me ever loving you again. As Ray looks down in sadness, she thinks in her head like how she fucked up real bad. So she's like, but Izuku, I love you. And Izuku's like, there's a little chuckle like, you love me? If you would have loved me, you wouldn't have cheated on me. And she's like, but it's because you neglected me. And you were doing your hero work so much as Deku's like, we're not going to talk about this here. We have kids in the house. We'll talk about this tomorrow. We'll drop them off daycare. Well, I'll drop Choto off daycare. No, actually, I'll just drop him off at the elementary school Dobby goes to. And she's like, oh, I didn't mean to ask. And she's like, what is it? And she's like, who is that kid? Is he yours? Do you already had a kid with someone else? As Dick is like, this to get on you for skin. He's like, yeah, I did. His mother died not too long ago. But I loved her. And she loved me. She respected my job and what I do. And she never questioned it. The only time she questioned was she asked if I was okay. Which you never did. Notice that, right? Notice how you never cared about me. Like I cared about you. She's like, that's not true. And she's like, oh, Ray, it is true. You don't love me like you said you did. Once, always, this always happens. And she's like, what do you mean this always happens? As Dick is like, never mind. As Dick is like, I guess nice guys always finish last. I should have known that. As of, she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, don't don't worry about it. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Right now, you should just you should just rest. As he just gets up from the table, he's like, Dobby, let's go. As Dobby's like, where are we going? As he's like, well, you're going to bed. I'm going to fix up a room for these two. As Dobby's like, okay, but can Shoto come with me to my room? I want to play at least a little bit longer. As he's like, if that's okay with Shoto, then yeah. As Shoto's like, it's okay. I want to go play. As he's like, alright, then go ahead. They go upstairs, they play for longer, and then after that, bedtime. They all go to sleep. Boom. Next day. Time skip. Next day. So we have Deku and Rei in the car. As Deku's driving off into the private elementary school, as he's not saying a word at all. It was just quiet. Well, between them two, yeah. As Deku's like, hey, you two, you want to stop by and get some breakfast real quick? As Dobby's like, yeah, I want to go to Chick-fil-A or someplace that's McDonald's. And he's like, all right. As he pulls up, he's like, all right, what do you two want? As Dobby's like, I want a hash brown and a chocolate milk. As he's like, and what else? I know. Oh wait, that's a normal one. Never mind. As he's like, Shoto, what do you want? As he's like, I want chocolate milk and pancakes. As they get chocolate milk and pancakes, as Deku nonchalantly says, what do you want, Rei? As Rei's like, nothing. I'm good. As he's like, good, because I wasn't going to pay for it. As, yeah. She's like, in her head, she's like, then why you ask? As Deku jogs up to the front, pays for the meal, gets them to their field, they eat on the way, and boom. He pulls up to elementary school, he gets out the car, he's like, tells Rei, I'll be back. Don't fuck with anything. As he says it like that, don't fuck with anything. Don't look around for shit, because I have cameras everywhere. As Deku grabs Shoto and Dabi, holds their hands. As Dabi's like, Dad, I know. As Deku's like, what was that? As Dabi's like, Izuku, I don't need to hold my hand. As Deku's like, I thought you said something. And she's like, I didn't. As Shoto's like, I thought you said something too. As he's like, I didn't. As he blushed a little bit because he knows what he said. So as he takes him up to the principal office. As he's like, yes, this is a transfer student of well, yeah, he's Dobby's little brother. It's just that, well, Dobby hair was more genetic to mine than, yes. And he made some bullshit excuse because why the fuck wouldn't he? So, the principal like, so, this is Dobby's little brother. What's your name, sir? And she's like, Rei Todoroki. And she's like, oh, that's weird. As things like, yeah, he gets his last name from his mom. As the principal didn't really question nothing else. So, afterwards, I mean, his quirk is half hot, half cold. I mean, I already know Izuku's quirk is ice, so they just think the mother quirk is fire. As Todoroki goes to his elementary school, as of his elementary school consists of Momo, Ida. That's about it. That's all niggas I know that can pretty much go to that's private school. I'm pretty sure. And Dobby friends with female version of Hawks, cause why the fuck not? I have no idea. Let's say Miracle, because why the fuck not? Again, so he's friends with Miracle, female Hawks, Aizawa, because why the fuck not? That's about it. Yeah. That's his friend group. You know what I'm saying? Shoto is in class with Momo, Ida, that's about it. As he made friend, Momo walks up to him and says, hello, my name is Momo. as Yajirozu, as he's like, oh, my name is Shoto Todoroki. As he's like, my name is Ina Tenya. Little baby, as they all giggle and laugh. And as they could, they became friends. They, are best friends till they go to UA, which is not close because we still got, this whole thing. So as Izuku and Rei go back home, it's a quiet ride to the house. It's very quiet. So they get to the house as Izuku opens the door. Rei comes in because he's still a gentleman. As he's like, all right, let's talk. So she's saying how, she talks about how she's sorry for what she did. And Deku's like, I don't give a fuck, Rei. As Rei's like, but I, you know, but as he's like, whatever. Tell me what really happened, Rei. Why are you here? It's not because you miss me. I know that for a fact. And she's like, you don't know that? And she's like, oh, Rei, I do know that. I know all too well. It's the same old, same old. And Rei's like, I've been meaning to ask you, why? I started to close my heart out. As of, a female who came to me. Flashback. A young female, walk up to Izuku as she's like, excuse me, she needs help to get to a certain place. They can help her, blah blah blah. He actually takes her there. As they just start talking, they click. Next thing you know, that's when they go on a date. Next thing you know, he's in there talking to her. Next thing you know, they just start dating. And she's like, so you move on? And she's like, oh, of course I move on, Rei. I mean, obviously you move on from me. And she's like, and he's like, he's like, repeating, like, what? That's what I thought. But, unfortunately, she did the same thing. Like you. And she's like, what do you mean? Well, when I found out she was cheating on me, she, cheated on me with some dude and had a kid with him. I say his name was something Miss James Yarozu, I believe so. Apparently she likes rich guys, not me. You already know who this was. This was Momo's mom who Deku dated. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm finna go there for the next what if Deku dated Momo's mom, Mrs. Yarozu, which I'm just gonna name her Jessica. Mm, that's gonna be some funny shit. But you know, I might do that. I don't want to do that, but still. As if he dated Momo Mom for a year, but she cheated on him with, Mr. Yagirozu. So they're together. They had a kid named her Momo, and she's Todoroki's best. She's Shoto's best friend. As Ray's like, I'm sorry that. She's like, I guess, like my boy said, nice guys always finish last. Should've known that. Gave you my heart and you fuck around, bro. That's so sad. Pretty girls will hurt you so bad. As your Ray's like, but I do love you. As Deku's like, Ray, I'll help you look for an apartment for you and Shoto to live in. But I'm only letting you stay here for only 2 weeks. Maybe even just one. Do I make myself clear, Ray? You would not try to talk to me. You would not try to look at me. You won't do anything to aggravate me. The only thing you could do is cook, clean, and do whatever you want with Choto and Dabi. Just leave me out of it. Don't try asking no questions whatsoever. As he goes upstairs, and she's like, but Izuku, and she's like, Ray, listen up. I don't love you no more. I'm only helping you out of pity. For your son. Not for you. If it was you, I could care less. And she's like, well, I'll set the timer for 5 o'clock. Not 5, for 3:50. And she's like, okay. And she's like, do whatever you need to do. Just make sure you lock the house when you leave. I don't care what you do. And she goes upstairs, shut the door. As Ray just starts crying because, well, why wouldn't she cry? She is a female, she's emotional. She fucked up big time because Izuku was probably the best thing that ever happened to her. As of, she just crying. As Izuku's, oh, he's like, why does that hurt? To say that to those things to her. Why is my chest hurting? And he's confused as to why he feels guilty of telling her that. So he goes to sleep as he dreams about him and Ray, and then him getting jump scared because Endeavor and Ray fucking. He wakes up at he wakes up at 3 o'clock and he's like, shit, gotta get ready. So he gets dressed, goes downstairs, seeing how Ray is in there, and he's like, typical. Of course she leaves. Whatever. As he grabs his key, locks the house, and he drives in the car. He goes to go pick up Todoroki, Shoto, and Dabi. And so they're out there, as Shoto's like, Dabi, how long will he get here? As Dabi's like, he always comes at blah blah this time. As you do have Deku driving, as Mrs. Mama, Miss Jairozu's out there, she just finna pick up his kid. Because why the fuck not? She's gonna pick up her kid. As Deku gets out, cause he's gonna get her stuff. Deku always gets Dabi's book bag. As he gets out the car, he's gonna go get Dabi and show the book bag so they can go in the house. Get in the car. As yeah, he sees Mrs. Jairozu. This car is Jessica. So he sees Jessica Yazirozu as he's like, oh shit. As Jessica's like, hey there, Eve. As he's like, boys, get in the car. As he opens the door, they get in the car. He shuts it. As he goes on the other side, gets in and drives the fuck off. And she's like, really? Like, damn. So Mom was like, Mom, who was that? As she's like, just an old friend. As she's like, come on, dear, get in the car. We have to go. As she's like, oh, okay. So they do their thing, whatever. As Deku's in the car. As he's like, all right, Darby, what you want? You want Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's? As Darby's like, I want Chick-fil-A. As he's like, all right. So he goes to Chick-fil-A as he orders the same thing Darby likes, which is chicken and fries. As Shoto's like wants the same thing, so he gets that. Gets himself something to eat, and he gets Ray something to eat because he doesn't want to be petty. Or does he? Yeah, he does. So he just got them through something to eat as they get out of the car. He grabs their book bags. As they rush into the house, Darby saying, I'll beat you, as Shoto's trying to catch up. As, Jake's like, hey, slow down, I gotta open the door anyway. So he opens the door, as Darby's like, come on, Dad, let's hurry. As Dick's like, what was that? As Darby's like, just come on, Zuko, let's hurry. As Dick's like, I'm gonna catch you slipping one of these days. So, as Theo opens the door, they go to the table and they just start eating. As a few hours pass as Ray comes back in the house saying, hey everyone. As Chuck's like, Mommy, where you been? As she's like, oh, Mommy's been working. As Dick is like, oh. Anyways, food's on the table. As she looks and see how dinner's prepared, they could cook, obviously. Because they don't always eat fast food, they cook. So they sit down and eat. as Deku washes the dishes, as Ray's like quiet, at the table, just quiet, as she gets up and goes in the dining room and help him put the dishes away. As Deku ain't saying shit to Ray. Ray's kind of sad that Deku's not talking to her like in the old days. So yeah. Oh, Endeavor? Yeah, he's fucking pissed. Very pissed. I mean, very pissed. But hey, we get the fuck by him. Uh, yeah, that's what happens. Not really too much happens, but yeah. It's time. Cause either way, she has to be. It has to be in her 30s. I can't make him 20 forever. Uh, I really want to continue with this lady looks. So as we have next day, the next day, well, it's a Saturday, and every Saturday, Deku and Dobby go to the zoo, and they have fun. So Deku invites Choto and Ray to go to the zoo, and so they go. Sorry, as they go to the zoo, and Choto and Dobby are having a blast. They're walking as Deku and it's quiet between Ray and Deku. Deku likes it that way. He thinks it's nice. So, that's what happens. Ray decides to break the ice. Get it? Ice. Ice cream. So, she's like, so, Izuku. And she's like, didn't I tell you not to talk to me, Ray? She's like, yeah, but I just want to make this work. As Deku's like, make what work, Ray? Are you still married to Endeavor? That becomes a cheating. Not a that type of man to date a girl who's already taken. As she's like, she's like, I want to make this. As Dick is like, Ray, didn't I tell you not to drop? I didn't I tell you to drop this? I tell you that I don't love you no more. Please drop it. Just shut up and drop it. Until you divorce Endeavor, I don't even want to talk to you about this. As he leaves her behind as he catches up to the boys. He's like, hey, wait up, boys. And he's like, okay. As Dobby's like, hurry up, you slowpoke. As, Ray's just standing there like, thinking, damn, I fucked up. That's what she just saying, like, she's fucked up. So, at the end of the day, they go home after eating ice cream. And yeah, nothing else happens. Let's make him, time skip to where Deku is now 29 and she's 28. Yeah. They've been staying with each other for, well, a year. Well, not a year. I mean, 2 weeks. Ray finally got her apartment. Deku helped pay for it. Dobby and Shoto got close. As Deku's like, don't worry, Dobby, you can visit Todoroki from time to time. As Dobby's like, yes. You hear that, Todoroki? You hear that, Shoto? I Shoto's like, yeah, I heard it. I can't wait. As, they get in the car as they leave. The Uber. They get to the apartment, they settle down. Ash, Ray, Shoto's like, Mom, I like Mr. Izuku. Can we visit him again? She's like, sure, baby, we can visit him. As Dobby's like, so why didn't you do any? How come you being so mean to my mom? As Deku's like, Dobby, it's because it's Debbie. Dobby's like, I thought you still loved my mom. You could have did something. As Deku's like, I could have. You're right, Dobby. I'm sorry. As Dobby's like, it's okay. I forgive you, but next time, please work it out. At least be friendly to her. Deku is like, ugh, whatever. Just go to bed. And I was like, well, okay. So he goes to bed. As of both Ray and Deku's been thinking about how they should pretty much fix their relationship. Ray's, is scared to go, like, to Endeavor. But I'm gonna say she filed a divorce paper on Endeavor, and the people sent it, and they got divorced because why the fuck not? It's fun this way. So, or did they get divorced? No, they didn't because Endeavor burnt the paper up. I mean, he ain't stupid. He's not gonna have that bitch be divorced. That's his bitch. His sex lab. His sex toy. So, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna find that bitch. Now I'm gonna bring her back to where she was supposed to be. Now, we gonna have it end off here. We're gonna start the next part off with the next day. Where Deku and Ray might fix things. They might get back together. They might not. They might, sell things. They might not. Izuku might love her again. He might not. Endeavor might find where she stay and forces her to come back with them. Or not. Would Deku find out how she been abused mentally, physically, verbally? I mean, would he or would he not? Let's start, we're going off there. Now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.